Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to another PyQt5 tutorial video. My name is Jay. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a data validation rule to only allow entering numbers. Alright, so here is the demo. And if I press enter, it's going to erase the content because in this application, I have a data validation rule that to only allowing a user to enter numbers between -100 and 100. So if I enter 99 and press enter, the value will stay in the input field. And this is going to be the exercise we'll be doing in this video. Right, so here I have a code template. From the importing statement, I'm going to import a couple more classes. First, I'm going to remove my QValidate class. And I'm going to replace that with QLineEdit. To create data validation rule from PyQt5.qt module, I'm going to import QDoubleValidator class and QValidate class. The QDoubleValidator class allows us to create the data validation rule, and the QValidate class has attributes we can use to check whether or not if the validation passed the test. In here, let's go to the app demo class. And here I'm going to change the app size. I'm going to change the size to 500 to 100. And I'll change the font size using the setStyleSheet method. And I'll set the font size to, let's do 55 pixel. To create a validation rule, here I'm going to create a method. I'm going to name this method validating. And I'll insert the QDoubleValidator class. And this is going to be my rule. Inside the QDoubleValidator class, it has three parameters. The lower limit. My lower limit is going to be -100. And the upper limit is going to be 100. And the third parameter is the decimal point. And let's say I only want to accept integers. I don't want user to enter any decimal point. And here I'll enter 0. And let me go back to the constructor. And I want to insert the editing finish event. And I want to connect this event with the validating method. Now let's go back to the validating method. And I'm going to name the output validation rule. Now let me print the validation rule object. Now if I launch the application, if I type something, let's type hello world and enter. And it's going to return us a QDoubleValidator object. And let's go back. Oh, and let me close the app. Now we want to take the validation rule object. We want to insert the validate method to perform the validation. For the first parameter, we need to provide in the text we want to validating. And it's going to be the input field text. So it's going to be self.text method. The next parameter is the unique identifier that you have to provide yourself. And the identifier value must be integer. I'm going to assign 14. And let's just print the content to see what the output looks like. And this time if I type hello world, enter, and it's going to return as a tuple. The first element is going to be the validation state. So if we take a look at the documentation, we have three different types of state: invalid, intermediate, and acceptable. And we only want to accept the acceptable value. If the state is other than 2, they want to reject the result. So here, let me go back. And the second element is going to be the text that we're validating. And here's our unique identifier, which is this value right here. Now I'm going to insert an if condition. If validation rule that validate. And want to basically retype the statement. And if this statement is equals to QValidator.accept. Then I'm going to set the focus back to the input field. Otherwise, I'm going to erase the text. And that's it. Now let me close this app and maybe launch the app again. Okay, now if I type hello world, and here I have an error, and this should be acceptable. Let me try again. If I type hello world, enter, for the state is going to return 0, and 0 means the string is clearly invalid. Now if I type, let's do 99.9, and that's going to give me the same result. Let me try a different number. Oh, let's do 101. And this time we'll get a different state value, and we'll get 1. And 1 means the string is plausible intermediate value, and meaning that despite that the data type is valid, and because the value is outside the range, so it's going to return 1 as the state value. Now if I type 55 and enter, and this time the state is acceptable, but my contents got erased. Here, let me close everything. Okay, so here's my mistake. And because this statement returns as a tuple, and we cannot use a tuple to do a check against an attribute value. In this case, will be an integer. And we need to grab the first element. Now let me try again. So if I type hello world, and the state is going to return 0. If I type 99, and it's going to return as 2, and it's going to keep the value. Now if I type 99.9, and that's going to erase the text. And if I type 101, and the state is going to return as 1. So this is everything I want to share in this video, and hopefully you guys found the video useful. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.